What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching The Road to TF5. This is just a web series we're talking about Transformers 5. This is episode number 45, and before I begin, birthday shoutouts. Happy belated birthday to James Mosey. You can tweet at him at Jameson Mosey and say happy belated birthday to a fellow Ragin Nation and Transformers fan. Also, happy belated birthday to Anthony from Surrey, who I bumped into in downtown Vancouver. It was nice meeting you. Happy belated birthday to Sean Kaufman. How's it going, buddy? Hope you had a good one. Happy belated birthday to James Transformatic Hughes. I will see you at Fan Expo. And also a happy birthday to Ahmad Haran. Happy birthday to all y'all. Hope you had a good one. Thank you so much for all your support. Now, we got to talk about Transformers 5. Lots going on in Transformers 5 because they're filming in the middle of next month. That's not too far from now. That's 5 weeks from now. They're going to start filming soon, but the crazy thing is that we don't know very much about it. We do know that Mark Wahlberg is back. Isabella Moner has been cast, I think. Also, there's a comedian. I forgot his name. But anyways, they are the potential cast members. As for the robots themselves, we don't know a whole lot except for the givens. Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Galvatron. What about Drift, Hound, and Crosshairs? Well, we don't even have any confirmation if they're coming back. I mean, you automatically might think that they're coming back, but keep in mind that Shane and Tessa are not even coming back. So, the idea of Hound, Crosshairs, and Drift coming back is all up in the air. There's no confirmation of that. It's just not something that I can say is 100% confirmed. I know a lot of you guys want them to be back, and you want to say that they're confirmed to be back because of the events of what happened at the end of Transformers Age of Extinction. But you know what? Nothing is solid. One of the things you got to keep in mind is that this film, or rather this franchise, is a big car commercial. And if they're going to keep these vehicles back on, they're just going to end up losing the potential to sell other cars, or rather market other cars. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot say that they're 100% confirmed to come back. But anyways, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about filming locations. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's not very interesting, but it is. If you look at the bigger picture, you can piece together a bit of a story. It might not be 100%, 90%, or even 10% accurate to what's really going to happen in the actual movie, but that's what speculation's all about. So I'm just going to relay some information that I picked up over at this article from expats.cz, and by CZ it means Czech Republic, alright? The headline says Transformers 5 to shoot in Czech Republic. You know, I went Czech Republic because it's a question mark, all right? And what has happened is that a representative of foreign production from the Czech Republic actually went over to Los Angeles to sell Hollywood producers on the benefits of filming in the Czech Republic. And it says that it's possible that portions of the upcoming blockbuster sequel, Transformers 5, would be filmed in the Czech Republic. Now, they said would be filmed. They didn't say will be filmed, because if they said will be filmed, then that's a definite yes. But it would be filmed. And, this is not that big of a surprise to me, just because, like, Michael Bay is going international with Transformers 5. I mean, we're talking about shooting in the UK, Northern Ireland, Iceland, I forgot where else, but they want to shoot in locations that they've never shot in before. Czech Republic, it could be one of them. If they shoot in Czech Republic, then, this could add to the list of other Hollywood films that have been shot in the Czech Republic. For example, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, and also G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. Which is another Paramount and Hasbro production. So, if they shot in Czech Republic, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened, because in a way they have a bit of a relationship, or rather Paramount has a bit of a relationship with the Czech Republic government for shooting there before from their previous films. But, whether that happens or not, we don't know. But what I do know for sure is that Transformers 5 will be filming in Detroit. Not exactly sure when, but it's happening. Michael Bay, after all, does have a pretty good relationship with the city of Detroit after having provided a lot of I guess, benefits for the city, especially when they shot there from the previous Transformers films. It provided a lot of work and for the city, and also added to the economy. So that is great. Transformers 5 will be filming in Detroit in June, or rather, they're going to start filming in June. I don't necessarily know if they're going to start off with the first location in Detroit, but I'm going to list a couple of locations for you, okay? Now, some of these locations they've shot in before, some of them they haven't. And I think that it's important that they shoot in new locations because, we're going to start recognizing a lot of these places, all right? So anyways, Michigan Motion Picture Studios, which is the old Relay Studios, they've actually shot there before. The Packard plant, Transformers 3 was shot there. Michigan Central Station, Cafe de Mongos Speakeasy, and also MGM Grand Studio. And so, out of these locations, here's what I gotta say about this. Just from looking at these locations, I kind of have an idea of which scenes are for robots and which scenes are just for humans. And it really has to do with the uniqueness and the significance of the location, and also the size of the location. For example, Michigan Motion Picture Studios. Obviously, they're going to have some set pieces happening there. Could be alien interiors or anything involving a lot of a green screen, or anything that is going to be hard for them to shoot actually on location. So what they're going to do at Michigan Motion Picture Studios is going to be shooting a lot of robot stuff and set pieces. Packard plant, definitely going to be a robot sequence taking place there because it's big enough to have that kind of scene take place, all right? Michigan Central Train Station, this could be a mix of robot and human scenes, or just human scenes. And if it's going to be shot at the Michigan Central Train Station, I don't think that it's going to be a scene where Autobots are just going to have a conversation. Something big is going to happen there if there really is going to be a Transformers scene, or if Transformers are going to be doing stuff there. You know what I'm saying? Cafe de Mongo Speakeasy, obviously going to be a human scene. It's not really meant for something big to happen there. After all, it's just a cafe. Maybe it's just a scene where one human character meets another human character, and they're just going to have a conversation about stuff related to the story. MGM Grand Casino. Now that is interesting. Out of all the scenes that out of all the locations we talked about, MGM Grand Casino seems to be the most interesting scene. Now, obviously, MGM Grand Casino is a location which will have a pretty unique interior to shoot in. If that's going to happen, then I'm just thinking it's going to be human scenes. I don't think that, it's going to be pretty difficult logistically to have a Transformers scene take place inside the casino. If anything, it's going to happen outside of the casino, unless we're talking about smaller robots. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about mini cons, which we've seen a lot in Revenge of the Fallen. But anyways, having the casino shut down for a Transformers film, I guess it's I don't know how easy that is to do, but we're talking about shutting down a casino, a venue that makes millions and millions and millions of dollars on a daily basis. If you shut them down, that's going to take away from that kind of revenue. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, maybe they're just shooting a small human sequence inside the casino, and maybe a battle will take place outside of the casino. But anyways, those are the locations. And them shooting at Detroit is, of course, a very common thing. After all, they've done that before. But Detroit isn't the only American location that they'll be shooting at. They're also going to be shooting in Chicago. That's 100% confirmed. Once again, Michael Bay has a very, very good relationship with the city of Chicago and the mayor, and they definitely welcome the production back. But as for the rest of the locations, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find out when's that happening. So anyways, that's all I really got to say in this video. I'm just surprised that they've been keeping the production of this film so secretive right now. There isn't a whole lot of information at all. I mean, by now we would have seen some concept art, but if you've really paid attention, if you really noticed from all the previous productions, concept art getting leaked is getting more and more scarce and rare. It just doesn't happen as often as it used to. A lot of the concept art that's been appearing happens, or rather been leaking out, or rather being released after the production of the film, like months later, so that we've seen the film and then it gets released later on. So which is ideally what the production would want to see, so that they don't get it too much stuff leaked out, and all the stuff is no longer a surprise. But anyways, like I said before, there's not a whole lot of information out there, so all we can do is really speculate at the moment. But still, I'm going to be reporting on what's going on in Transformers 5, so stay tuned for more updates. All I have for you for today's locations. But anyways, that's all I got to say in this video. What do you think is going to happen in any of these locations? Let me know in the comment section below. And where would you like to see them film? That's going to be an interesting. That is a big question. I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section about where would you want to see them film, or where would you want to see the Transformers fight. Okay? Let me know your thoughts. Anyways, as always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name's Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Robots are battling. That's all that really matters, right? Anyways, so that's all I got to say about the casting news. We're going to see more casting news later on.